He folded him like a chair.
One last dance with history for the ageless one, the alien, Bernard Hopkins.
He is now the unified light heavyweight champion of the world.
What's going on, everybody? Guess who's back? And I hope you guys didn't miss me too much. We're gonna be checking out who this alien is. Let's just jump right in, everybody.
Master of warfare, both in and out of the ring. Chopping right hand by Hopkins.
Oh man, it's been a while since we saw a board film.
Right uppercut.
Ooh, nice uppercut,
Bernard
nice uppercut.
Hopkins,
Ooh.
the executioner.
Oh, that boy out. The alien got him.
Stop this fight.
A slick, skilled fighter who dominated his division for a decade.
Cemented my legacy when we talked about where I've
dominating
gone.
legends in the era, huh?
His story begins in the same place as many of the greatest champions.
There's no Harvard, Stanford, and Yale graduate boxers that come in this game. We come out of that hood. We come out of the ghetto. We come
Yeah, you
out
gotta
of
be
the
tough.
poverty.
You gotta be
we
hard.
Come out of the penitentiary.
On this avenue, I'm about 50-0 with 20, 30-something knockouts.
At age 17, Hopkins was convicted of robbery and sentenced to prison.
At 17, damn,
Feeling
that sucks.
The peer pressure of the ghetto, of the neighborhood, slowly but surely, the streets won.
There,
Yeah, but at least he got
served
out, right?
56 months of an 18-year sentence.
Either you're a lamb or you're a wolf. I chose to be the wolf.
Ha!
I don't know the experience, I don't know the feeling of being a lamb, but I know
Little
that
Red Riding Hood kind of
a
wolf, you know what
lamb
I'm
don't
saying?
have a chance in hell.
During this time, he joined the Prison Boxing League.
Now, you gotta establish yourself openly, not quietly. The first person to get out of line, you punch him in the face.
Well, also Bernard developed this insane discipline.
I've never heard of Bernard.
What's a
Dang.
boxing match like in prison?
But this video
A
footage is
more
grainy.
organized
Damn.
UFC MMA fight.
He was so bound and determined to become something special.
His sentence, 18 years for strong-arm robbery.
Hard work pays
He would
off.
serve nearly 5 years. A 56-month education. that
Everyone's
would
been
help
wanting me
turn
to check
Bernard
this guy
Hopkins
out.
From street thug into world
But damn, these
champion.
intros are
Lost his pro
long.
debut when he entered at 175.
And I just want to see some
quickly
heads
realized
get
that he
knocked
wasn't
off by the
175
executioner.
fighter.
Oh, he's been
Came
called the
down in his next fight, he
executioner,
was
not
fighting
the
at
alien?
160.
I lost my first
Wonder how
four-round
he got
fight
that
in
nickname then.
decision. Here I am starting off right out of penitentiary. Lose my first fight.
That's when Boy Fisher came in.
With Fisher guiding him, Hopkins went on a tear through the middleweight division.
And I really do wish I started boxing.
I've only
Maybe
met
I will,
one or
maybe,
two who ever trained
maybe.
like Bernard Hopkins.
Halfway through round one.
You know, he started listening and he started believing in himself.
Ooh, that boy got a face plant.
He is face first into the canvas. It is over, as it should be. Well,
I don't know why, but he reminds me of Tony. James Tony. Like that face structure.
5 years in prison for robbery and says it was the best thing that ever
That
happened to
Cookie
him.
Monster
You know a little bit
Tony.
about this guy Hopkins, right? He hasn't been fighting that long, but he's been impressive so
The
far.
executioner costume,
I'm
nice.
originally out of Philadelphia, and Kid Hopkins is talked about quite often in the gymnasiums, and I know that some of the veterans don't really like to give him work all the time. So that means he must carry a little bit of bang in those punches.
Intimidation. The stare. That message.
My
get
goodness, that
around
ring looks so
to
huge.
everybody.
You know a lot about Hopkins. You talked a little bit about
What
it.
division is he in again?
He just comes out.
This fight didn't go 30
Just
seconds.
knocks him down with a good right.
Oh, his confidence getting
This
up.
won't last long. I mean, it didn't last long. You never got a chance to say anything.
Did he
This
bow?
one is over. It is history.
The executioner
Really
doesn't
jumped and
bow.
pounced on his man just like his name is the executioner.
Oh, the coach
He tried
loves
to
him.
get the job done early.
Part of the rules in the hood that I'll never forget, and it helps me in boxing. I'm gonna look you dead in your face without opening my mouth, tell you that I ain't to be played with. And
Yeah,
I
you gotta be
always
tough,
had that
man.
look.
You gotta be
was
tough. I
born
would
with it.
never want to be anywhere in the
mystery
ghetto.
of the unknown that
The tough
really
streets.
follows Hopkins. The crowd getting very, very
hard
involved
streets.
to see a mass fighter come in. And I really believe strongly
I would
he's
not
gonna deliver.
survive.
He's shown every instinct that a fighter needs to have. Cat-like reflexes, a lot of head movement, the ability to
Great
punch with both
dodge.
hands.
Great
And Elmer,
dodge.
you know a lot about his gym reputation.
Great
in
dodge.
Philadelphia.
Look at the hand speed on this.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. Ooh.
1, 2, 3 punches landed in the blink of an eye.
Crispy. Yo.
quickly he puts his
Crispy.
fighter down.
very quickly with a good left uppercut there. Didn't look as tough as it actually was. This was kind of a grazing punch.
That's fast, yeah, holy. The footage is a little grainy. It is what it is, but
referee stops the contest.
You gotta still respect the speed, man.
In execution-style fashion, takes out the fighter in the
they really do check all that on the spot. That's the first time you see someone come in with a flashlight to see the concussion.
With 16 impressive knockouts.
Bernard Hopkins, the #1 ranked IBF contender, is not yet well known to the public.
I'm Bernard.
Is that amateur?
Hopkins.
IBF? No.
This is my entourage.
Oh no, that must be like part of the. Oh my goodness. I was gonna say the IBF is probably just one of the belts or one of their organizations, right?
We talked about the fact that Bernard Hopkins' last 2 fights, the total time went 2 minutes and 6 seconds. 32 seconds is last fight, a minute more, and this one may not go a whole minute.
Oh yeah, now it's once you get that first.
Really trying to stop things.
Let's go. Yo, once you get that first hit and you see him wobble like Bambi.
Roy Jones Jr. was the biggest star in the division, maybe even the sport.
Wow.
He'd face off against the executioner, Bernard Hopkins.
Roy Jones Jr. as he guns for his first world championship.
God damn, it's been such a long time since we watched Roy Jones, man.
And there is the executioner.
The getup is all I remember of Bernard Hopkins, and then people were recommending it.
Here is the man many regard as the middleweight of the 90s, Roy Jones Jr.
I mean, I know what happens. But this is supposed to be a really good fight, huh?
Or does Hopkins have it to risk?
Hopkins tried,
yeah,
but he
Roy
never
Jones
was in the fight offensively, in my opinion.
Bernard Hopkins is arguably the greatest middleweight, and you carry
a middleweight. Okay, that's not answered. Middleweight. He's middleweight.
Jones won a unanimous decision.
Jones Jr.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that fight? Do you guys think like it was a fair match, it was a good fight, anyone could have won, or a clear decision?
And I think he learned a great deal from it.
Hopkins wouldn't let the early setback dampen his aspirations.
Well, he was ready, but he wasn't experienced enough for the fight.
Now, are you going to quit? Are you going to give up? Are you going to be comfortable with just being a contender?
B-Hop bounced back with a series of
he wants to be a winner, man. He's probably going in hungry. It's really good to see, like, wow. Gatorade commercial, pounce in the face, sweat. But it's really nice and refreshing to see that they just care about improving, not the record. One loss doesn't stop them. Oh! That's a slap.
Come back and annihilate like the whole 28 years.
Oh, the music, man, it does make it really nice. It's like Rocky. No.
It should be an interesting fight. Last fight,
I love Mike Tyson. Look at him.
I wasn't here to view the fight, but I listened to the fight over the phone, and it was dynamite then. And I'm expecting a dynamite fight now, but I'm going towards Hopkins.
The trademark match.
Wow, he's going towards Hopkins. Okay.
My fortune to Gunnar Mercado for the IBF vacant middleweight championship that Roy Jones had vacated.
He's a hard hitter, an excellent puncher, and a very good buster. And here we go, round 1, scheduled for 12 for the IBF middleweight championship. That is.
Man, why is it so blurry?
It wasn't much of a contest as B-Hop seized his moment.
And that is the big factor this time.
Oh, early in the 7th round is Hopkins.
Oh yeah, now they hug it and then some. Okay, keep punching, keep punching.
Well, I'll tell you what, blood just squirted all over my.
Referee stops the contest. A TKO.
Wow, is he that tired?
Hopkins becomes the first middleweight champion from Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
IBF middleweight champion of the world, the Executioner.
Waves that little small flag. Come on, get a bigger flag, bro. Get like one of those big ones.
The Executioner was a world champion.
Let's go, let's go.
Entering an era.
It looks like that football player from New York Giants, Michael Stranham, whatever his name is.
Stay away, jab, don't give too much ground.
Okay.
And hope to fight it.
This fight didn't last
Pop
30
goes the
seconds.
weasel, man. Oh, those hits when you go down. Yikes. Yeah, it's over, ref. I'm good, man. Damn.
Joe Lipsy was an undefeated rising contender. To Hopkins, he was just a stepping stone on his path to unifying the title.
No way.
He is consumed with unifying the title
Yo, he looks fake. Look at that jaw. It looks fake.
The middleweight championship is underway. This bout scheduled for 12.
Careful.
And you heard Joe Lipton say he wasn't going to tighten up. He was going to have fun. And it's interesting that he came right out and was the aggressor.
You got this.
Check out one of the meanest knockouts you'll ever see.
Right uppercut.
Did the mouth guard go out? Yeah, mouth guard's gone. Yo, stop the fight. Let him put him back in, bro. Before you hit another punch, let him put his mouth guard back. Never mind.
It's over.
Doesn't need it. Doesn't need it.
This fight is over. You're right. It was a right uppercut by Bernard Hopkins.
I love those uppercuts, man. If you land those, oh, so nice.
Despite his incredible successes, big paydays were not coming Hopkins' way.
That's crazy. It's because you gotta
7
be
to 8
popular.
figures. I wasn't getting nowhere near that, but I got a lot of 300,000s. I got a lot of 400,000s, a lot of 500,000.
Hey, that's still pretty good,
only
though.
loss at this weight level was to you back in 1993. Since then, he has had relatively small fights and relatively small paychecks for a world champion whose only major blemish on his record is a loss to Roy Jones Jr. He claims he's a victim of the business conditions in the sport. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree to some degree, Jim, but I mean, what can he expect? Who does he have down there in the middleweight division to contend with him? I mean, I couldn't stay down there and just fight him and fight him and fight him.
Okay, probably.
Struggling to get to wherever he's trying to get.
He said I have to stay down there in that same division, fight him before he went to heavyweight, maybe?
Prison for Bernard Hopkins before his professional boxing career began. He says that's where he learned the lessons that ultimately allowed him to become a very disciplined man.
34 wins in the last 35 fights. The only
Did he just not have anyone like big enough to fight? Is that why the payday was so small?
That in his fight with you, both of you guys were supposed to get $700,000.
That's... Oh, he snuck right in there, dude. That was good timing. It's like there was a slight opening and he just right in there. Right in the chin. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Raise the roof. Raise the roof.
Bernard Hopkins with a 6th round closeout of Simon Brown.
Hopkins effortlessly picked apart one opponent after the next.
Dig in, boys. This is going to be a long one.
Damn, boys. We're going to eat.
Hopkins, the champion.
There got to be a knockout to eat.
The #1 contender in the white.
Ooh, yo, he's swifty.
Allen winds up on the seat of his pants.
No, he got hit.
Come on.
Switched, Allen. Thought about it.
Oh, he can't feel his legs. Yee. Hungry.
He's all over Allen now. Straight right by Hopkins.
He's lost. Look at his eyes. He's gone. He's like, I don't even want to fight. I can't feel my legs. Yeah, those body shots must hurt. I mean, obviously the headshots hurt.
He rattled off win after win, but was still not a major star in the sport. That would change after he entered a tournament to unify the middleweight division.
It was DeBella who convinced Hopkins to enter the tournament to crown boxing's best middleweight.
Don King again. This is where he makes.
Hopkins would first have to beat undefeated Felix Tito Trinidad of Puerto Rico. Then arguably the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Another small flag, man.
Felix Trinidad
Give him
made a decision
bigger flag.
to move up in weight
so
and pursue a championship at 160 pounds.
Trinidad was coming through divisions, fighting the best guys and knocking them out.
Finally, a super fight that could put Hopkins on the map.
Time for our main event.
Super fight to get him paid.
Trinidad
finally.
was an undefeated
wants to get
beast,
paid.
heavily favored to defeat Bernard
Felix
Hopkins.
Trinidad.
It felt like a passing of the torch type
63%
moment,
that this buddy's
where
going to win?
Trinidad would clobber the aging and fading executioner.
But on September 29, 2001, with a packed house calling for the executioner's head.
And he is expecting to be booed, Jim.
What kind of WWE wrestler is this?
I come from Philadelphia where they boo Santa Claus.
Does he have a boxing glove on his head?
His son is going to knock Hopkins out.
It's like a giant boxing glove.
Sometimes all that is just talk. Sometimes it means real fireworks.
Why do they call him the alien then?
Opening bell. Trinidad knocked Goppy down in the first. He knocked Vargas down twice.
This also looks like old school boxing for sure, like the video games.
I remember when he fought Trinidad.
Favorite fight.
Woo! Trinidad was a killer.
And I love Tito. I do too.
Trinidad opens up, lands 2 power shots. Hopkins tries to fire back immediately.
Hopkins is outboxing Trinidad, and he's winning most of the rallies.
He's got his back against the living dangerously. He's still outscoring Trinidad. He's landing 2 punches.
He's exchanging, but he's winning those exchanges.
Bernard Hopkins at 36 still seems young.
I don't know why, but these guys remind me of like action figure boxers
of recent times.
Woo! Dang, you got hit twice.
Lands a straight right hand up the pipe. Oh, huge right hand. Huge right hand.
Yeah, rewind that. Rewind. Boom.
Hopkins put the final touches on his masterpiece.
Well done. Pushes him off. Love it.
Down goes Trinidad. I'm not sure Tito's
those shorts look dope, man. With the aces?
He's never been knocked out.
He's never been knocked out. Let's go. He's on the ground. Why is he always on the ground celebrating? Look at him. I'm a baby. Pick me up. I'm a baby.
Bernard Hopkins has put himself up there in the list of all the great middleweights.
It looks like he got knocked out. And they're taking his mouth guard too.
Fight, which he did. He moves on to become greatness. Yeah, he moves on to greatness.
Right out of the penitentiary, no gold medal, no silver medal, blue collar worker, and give something away. You had to kill me for it.
The Executioner, the Alien, unified the middleweight division, one of the greatest fighters of all time, one of the greatest middleweight boxers of all time. Philly's finest.
Setting a new record.
Was he recognized at that time?
For successful
because like, I know he just mentioned that like the business don't like him. What is on his back?
After the Trinidad fight, Hopkins seemed unbeatable.
But there's always a but. Jeez, what is on his back? Is that a tattoo or did he write that? Looks so different. Ooh, he has good punches, man.
Elected not to go on. Those body
shots
were breaking him in half.
And there was no way. This guy Daniel has no power.
Is he already celebrating?
It was a merciful decision.
A true master at his peak.
10 rounds. Oh! No way. Okay, it makes sense why you do a little bit of a shimmy shin. Shimmy shin.
Takes a knee in the middle of the ring.
Oh, he takes a knee. The quarterback knee. There's no way that you trash talk while he takes a knee.
The victory set a new record for successful middleweight title defenses.
Damn.
Now promoter Michelle Acaris has made the decision.
You're not fighting anymore. You did good. You did very good. Bernard, the Executioner.
9.
Hopkins.
4. What?
At age 39, the Executioner would take on superstar Oscar De La Hoya.
The year's biggest fight.
Oscar De La Hoya.
By far, Hopkins' biggest payday.
Hopkins versus
Why does that
De La
sound
Hoya.
familiar?
Moments from now.
He was
Oscar
the biggest
De La Hoya.
box office draw in boxing.
Stars from across the galaxy are here.
De La
NBA
Hoya.
legend Magic Johnson is here.
Oh, I know
as
Magic.
Well as Nicole Kidman.
Nicole
Billy Crystal,
Kidman.
And
Don't know
Mike
who that is.
Tyson.
Boom, perfect timing.
Perfect
Oscar
timing.
was
Yo, you always gotta
substantially
add
younger
in
than
that
Hopkins,
perfect timing.
and his speed looked like an advantage early.
Oh, damn. But he's pretty
With
good.
his faster hands is scoring more.
But as
That's
the
a
fight went
concussion.
on,
Harold Letterman,
Dude, that's like straight to the dome, man.
Okay, Jim. 3 rounds
What kind of-
57,
of-
57. I got it even on
Dude,
Hopkins
Oscar is
broke
weak
De La
sauce.
Hoya down.
Come on, Bernard.
Hopkins grabbing De La Hoya with the left and banging him hard with the right. De La Hoya with another good left hook to the body.
In the ninth, the vicious body shot put the Golden Boy down for good.
Do you guys think De La Hoya is even anywhere good or anywhere compared to the Alien? I don't know who De La Hoya is, but man, like, he's been knocking peeps out, all of these guys. That was a body shot too, damn.
And still, the universally recognized, undisputed middleweight champion of the world, the pride
Man, it must be such a good feeling, man.
Bernard.
That's what you live for, man. The celebrations, the crowd. That's straw water.
And there are occasions that comes along these loners who do something that adds up in the long, long term to a remarkable thing. That's what Bernard Hopkins has done. Bit by bit,
I don't even know what
chiseled away
What are you
And he has
talking
built
about?
a monument to himself by winning 20 successive middleweight championships.
For some reason, I thought he was disrespecting
would
the alien.
successfully defend his title 20 straight
But
times.
I call him a loner.
Bernard Hopkins with the third longest continuous reign in a given division.
No
At
way.
40 years old, Hopkins took on a rising young contender, Jermaine Taylor.
If Bernard had chosen to fight 2 or 3 other fights to finish out his career, and then stepped away and said, I'm finished, I don't think that
does he lose?
anybody would have crucified Bernard Hopkins for not having fought somebody who was demonstrably younger, stronger, faster,
age 40,
presumably
yeah.
hungrier.
Young blood.
The fight was slow at the beginning, with Taylor cruising to an early lead.
Oh man, when you're that old, your motor skills, you know, you're not as fast.
But in the closing rounds, Hopkins put on a show.
No way. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Dude, they made him sound like he was gonna lose this fight. I'm expecting him to go down. Oh, something went up, something went up. Oh, so it's decision, huh?
And new.
Oh, damn. You guys
the fight
agree?
was close, but many felt Hopkins was robbed of his historic streak.
They did this to a fighter of my stature. It was wrong. You don't do that to Bernard Hopkins because I'm good for boxing. I've been around as one of the icons,
but
the last of the Mohicans.
Don't let the judges then decide.
Because
you can't let the judges decide. You gotta knock him out.
People thought that he won the fight or that a veteran champion shouldn't have lost such a close fight.
Oh, is this a third fight?
He is now more popular in some
Or a
places
second fight?
than he's ever been.
Second fight.
In recent weeks, for the second time in his career,
Second
Bernard
time.
Hopkins parted company with his longtime trainer.
Yeah, let's see how he bounces back.
Taylor
Can't
was
lose twice in a row.
determined to score a knockout. This aggression earned Taylor points on the cards. However, in slow motion, it's Hopkins' defense that really shone.
Yeah, dude. But he has like anime defense. Look at that. Like, do the judges see that? Do the judges see that he's not really getting hit and he's slippery and sliding like a water park?
Right hand landed for Taylor. And another one. His 2 best punches in a while.
2 best punches in a while. It's round 11, bro.
For the Arkansas kid.
Oh, come on, come on, come on.
But Bernard Hopkins is celebrating.
All to the winner by unanimous decision and still undisputed middleweight.
That's tough. That's tough. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree that Taylor was better? Tough, tough, tough.
Hopkins, who had set a middleweight record of 20
this guy?
consecutive title defenses, was coming off back-to-back decision losses to Jermaine Taylor and would be moving up 2 weight divisions to light heavyweight to challenge 175-pound kingpin
It's weird seeing him
Antonio
here.
Tarver.
Jeez, look at those gloves.
After you've done things to give yourself a good way of life, now you're jumping up in weight with a guy much bigger. You'll wonder why you're doing it.
Light heavyweight
Who's
champion Antonio Tarver, fresh off of his knockout victory.
I don't know who that is. These are all new fighters for me. Oh, is this the guy that beat Roy Jones? Ouch. Ooh, look at his eye. Magic Man. Okay. I love the nicknames.
And then, the Bernard Hopkins fight came along, and, hey, that's a smaller guy who's lost twice in a row. That's probably a better choice to me.
Hopkins in his 40s was and still is formidable. Another senior
40s,
citizen,
man. Wow.
Antonio Tarver, was heavily favored to retire him, just where Hopkins wanted him.
After a second straight decision loss, Bernard Hopkins stepped up to challenge Antonio
What kind of
Tarver
exercise was
for
that?
the light heavyweight title.
Bicycle crunches?
Hopkins was viewed as someone at the end of their career.
But he's 40,
A
man. He
former
looks
great
good for a 40.
Now has been. Right for the picking.
I'm a has-been. He still can fight.
And on the surface, certainly it
All right, let's see.
appears seldom will you see 2 sleeker,
Get him,
better-conditioned
Hopkins.
light heavyweights.
Like, he's still in a great condition.
Outclassed Tarver.
More grappling.
He's definitely in great condition, man, for a 40-year-old.
Hitting on the other. Right hand by Hopkins.
2006. Wow, what a time.
That one landed. And Bobbert, no doubt about it, Jim. 30-27, 3 rounds to nothing. Bernard Hopkins.
The art of hitting and not getting hit, all while neutralizing your opponent's strengths.
And Antonio is just fighting on one dimension.
Oh, he's wobbling. He's wobbling. He's wobbling. No, he doesn't. Yeah.
An
He doesn't know where he's at.
counterpunch sent Antonio Tarver to the canvas.
It's like when you're playing video games and you do a perfect dodge mechanic on a boss fight and then you slice him. Look at the crowd.
His glove touched the canvas. It is a knockdown.
Wow, so any part that touches the... Okay.
Down by Bernard Hopkins.
And that's like a point. You want that because that adds it to your point, Pally. Okay.
Huge moment for Hopkins.
Jeez. Look at that boom. Get that mic out of there, bro.
Okay, you're walking into the right hand.
6 rounds to nothing. Bernard Hopkins.
Hopkins won almost every round against the much younger, larger champion.
He's winning this fight.
Yeah, but he has more experience, man. Put respect on his name. Ooh. Just slips her in there. Slips it.
He took 2 big shots and a knockout.
Oh, wow, that's so cool. A juke. He's a jukebox.
The winner and new light
Well done.
champion of the world, Bernard, the executioner.
When do they call him the alien? Like, why is his name the alien? It's the executioner. I got you baited.
Hopkins' complete domination of Tarver sent shockwaves through the sport.
There's a lot of fighters that are great in the ring, but God didn't give them what I believe they gave Bernard Hopkins.
Now at 42 years
He's
old,
talking in third person?
Hopkins fights on.
Was
His
that
mind
Bernard?
Still willing, and his body still able to take on opponents who will further enhance his legend.
When Hopkins beat Antonio Tarver for the light heavyweight title, that was it. That was his final fight. He was 41 years of age. In
44,
2008,
okay.
he was
Who's this
43,
guy?
and he took on the Walsh Wizard, Joe Calzaghe.
Wash Wizard? Okay. And he's still going. Yo, dude, he likes to sneak that punch in, and he ducks his head down and just, like, lunges. He has really good defense. I like how he uses the rope. Yeah, he, like, uses the rope to bounce a little bit and gain, like, momentum when he swings forward. What is... No. Separate them. Referee even knocked him down.
The last 3 rounds, I thought Joe Calzaghe's
Wow.
aggressiveness. There's only a 1-point difference because Hopkins has that extra point for the knockout.
Great
Calzaghe
head
constantly
movement.
trying to apply pressure.
Got great head movement, boy.
Trying to speed the tempo of the fight. Trying to make the 43-year-old man fight.
So the winner by split decision.
No split.
From Newbridge, Wales, still.
You're kidding me.
Meanwhile, Hopkins would reconsider his pre-fight retirement promise and kickstart yet another phase of his illustrious career.
Thought Hopkins
Many
won that.
experts felt Hopkins
That's
had had his
whack.
final moment in the sun. And now he would be knocked out and retired.
And very rarely
Has
in
he
the
been
history
knocked
of the sport has a fighter as advanced in age as Hopkins beaten a star as young as Hopkins.
The knockout machine right here. 10 out of 11 fights.
Hopkins built his legend by defying the odds.
And he's gonna do it again.
Whether older, slower, or smaller, he found ways to win.
Opportunities to find Hopkins have been far between, and Havlic's legs are stiffened by a Hopkins uppercut.
Okay.
Hopkins thinks that he momentarily has it.
Oh, this is the second round. The crowd is already giving that energy. Oh, damn. Shot of the head. A shot of the head.
Rips Havlic with his left hook again. Right hand by Hopkins.
Hooks. Ooh. I don't know, man. Kelly doesn't look like a boxer.
Havlic was the undefeated lineal middleweight champion with 30 knockout wins.
And you got Bernard Hopkins making him look silly. Is he called an alien because how, like, old he is? Wait, what the? Okay. Damn, is he fighting the ref now? Taking everybody. Can you imagine getting beat by an old man? I mean, he's not like just any old man. He's in good shape. He's wise. He got
Ring Magazine and
experience.
Sports Illustrated declared this fight the upset of the year.
Wow.
Hopkins would finally get another crack
No
at
way.
Roy Jones Jr.
Wait, is this
Bernard
after
comes
the
back
heavyweight?
later in his career and really kind of like shut Roy down and showed like when the athleticism starts to slip away a
wonder
little
what they
bit,
talk
Roy
about.
is normal.
Like, what are they saying to each other?
The great rivals, Bernard
45,
Hopkins
41.
and Roy Jones Jr.
He has so many
Like, I'm gonna whoop
unusual
your
angles
ass, boy.
Hopkins does, and he's a much different fighter
Okay,
than he
let's
was
see.
17 years ago tactically.
Despite being 4 years younger than Hopkins, Jones was outmatched.
Hopkins coming upstairs
Really?
now as he's got Roy
I mean,
in
he
the
came
corner
back from the
banging,
heavyweight
and Tony's
division,
gonna
and
let him fight
it
a
was
little
said
bit on
that
the
he
inside.
got
But
slower.
once they're tied up, he's gonna
He's
have
not
to
the
separate
same.
the two.
Clearly frustrated by the beating he was taking.
Oh, he hit him in the back of the head that time.
Hopkins on the attack. Jones turns him
That's
and hits him
dangerous.
square in the back of the head.
That's dangerous. That's a
Time is
soft
all.
spot.
He
Come
wanted
on,
to stop
man.
the fight, but he's ready to go. 1 point has been taken away from Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, Hopkins ain't gonna. Come on, he ain't gonna win like
The fight was
that.
hit the back of the head, and he's trying to show.
Now they're
And there it is, that's battle.
scrapping.
And Tony has to go in there and
They're
really go at it.
scrapping.
What a brawl!
Could you imagine if there was no bell, if it was just a
Roy
brand new
makes the
fight?
miss again. He has it tied up upstairs, and they both bang each other.
My bad, my
Roy
bad. I hit him in the back of the head.
again.
My bad, my bad.
And Bernard
My
is
bad,
down
my
to
bad.
one knee. Tony Weeks calls
The bad blood was boiling.
and it was very successful.
Then in the 10th, he resorted to a Johnny Cage-style nut shot.
That's a low blow again. And now here's Hopkins down.
Wait, I have a feeling like maybe he's trying to get into his head.
Bernard,
Oh,
the executioner, Hopkins.
Now 45.
It would have been sick if you just knocked him out. That would have been crazy,
Hopkins
but
continues to
I mean,
add
still
to
pretty
his
good.
Hall of Fame resume.
And what do you do with this opportunity? And what
Oh my
would it
goodness,
mean to
before
you
COVID.
to become the first
He was wearing
person in
masks
history to
before
win a major title
COVID.
at your age.
Attempting to make history and become
setting
the
trends.
oldest to capture a title in boxing history,
Quebec?
Hopkins would travel to hostile
A
territory.
fight for the ages, not a fight for the
Is he
aged.
Canadian?
An amazing specimen. Hopkins continues to defy
No,
the
Philadelphia.
advancing
What am I
years
talking
by
about?
schooling
Sorry.
championship level fighters who are almost young enough to be his sons.
The crowd was hostile, booing Hopkins relentlessly.
Executed. Wow. And he just shows all the losses that he got. Oh, he's not wearing the boxing gloves?
28 days shy of his 46th birthday.
Pascal,
Can Bernard
okay.
Hopkins turn back
I wonder
the
what my
clock
shorts and
shock
trunks
the
would look
boxing
like.
world again. Here we go.
Here we go.
In the first 3 rounds,
He just lost his balance just because of the ear. He just got hit in the ear. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
And from the 5th round to the 12th round, I was in your ass and you was ready to quit and you was blowing and puffing and
Is
went
this
to
after?
the corner like
Why are
a
they talking
rag doll,
after?
done, defeated, and knew that you lost that fight.
Here we go into round 5.
I have a feeling like
Hopkins
Hopkins
comes off
lost,
his best round
and he's just telling him
of the
that
fight.
he should have
Against
won.
Pascal, he was a real fighter. Got dropped twice, got off the deck, badly hurt the second time.
And he's
and
old
went
too.
on
Come
to
on,
win
give him
the
some
last 8
props,
rounds
man.
of the
He's
fight.
still up there.
Not
He
with
still looks
smoke
pretty
and
good.
nerves, but with his fists.
Just a drama at his fight.
Like, I feel like his speed still is there, you know? For a 45-maybe-year-old, or... Wow, he's still a fighter. Like, he can still take it. He hasn't been knocked out yet, right? That's impressive if he hasn't. How does he know he won? I guess he was
seemingly won
pushing
every
aggressively.
remaining round of the fight.
Come on.
14, a draw. The decision is a majority draw. Pascal retains the light heavyweight title.
Do you guys think it's a draw, man? What's up with these calls? Unless they're showing me only the good stuff.
After being denied history, Hopkins would get a rematch.
Bernard Hopkins
Jesus,
is going to try to
Max.
become, once again, the oldest man in the history of boxing.
Oh, so this is just them doing round 2
title.
talks.
Tonight is about Hopkins making history, or trying to, becoming the oldest man to ever win a championship, breaking
It's
George
weird seeing
Foreman's
Max.
record.
Let's get her.
Outrageous NBA takes. Outrageous. Are you ready to
From the
rumble?
opening bout, it was clear both men had come to prove a point.
Yeah. What kind of step was that? Come on, he ain't scared of you.
In rapture. And trainers say
Wow.
that he was
Look at his outfit.
by Hopkins' reputation in the first fight.
That outfit looks more alien-like, that's for sure.
Hopkins aimed to leave no doubt in the judges' minds.
Yeah, Hondo, knock him out, knock him out, knock him out, knock him out.
Big, strong in his prime.
Knock him out.
Pascal needed to prove the first fight was a fluke, and old man Hopkins couldn't stand up.
I love it, old man Hopkins. Dude, he still hasn't been knocked down yet. Old man Hopkins hasn't been knocked down. Knock him down first.
I think he's very
Oh my God, look at that advertised ring.
coming out tonight in this fight with
I feel like the referees just have such a hard job trying to separate these boxers.
Now Hopkins is doing push-ups.
No way, bro.
Trying to embarrass his younger opponent.
Is boxing like this now?
Every trick in the book.
Entertainment over here.
Best fight I've ever saw him fight aside from the Trinidad fight. See, brother landed a tremendous right hand.
Ooh, he faked with the jab. He went like bang to get him like, ooh, I like that.
After a back-and-forth fight,
dude, he can slip and defend.
Only the ref waved it off.
What a sidestep as well. The hippity hop. Dude, he got swagger.
Less than a minute to go.
Come over here. I got you right here. Man, you're going to get knocked
When the
down
final
right
bell
there.
rang, history was made.
Yeah, there it is.
And if he makes it to the bell, in all likelihood, he's going to make it happen. He's going to make it happen and become the oldest man ever to win.
Oldest man ever. Is he really the oldest man ever to win a championship?
Light heavyweight.
For some reason, I thought George Foreman was.
From Philadelphia,
Big Georgia.
Pennsylvania. The legend lives on. Bernard, the executioner.
Man, he's in great shape, though. Is that the Canadian belt?
It happened for you the way it happened for George Foreman in 1994, yes. And it's something that none of us who saw it tonight are likely to forget.
He ate clean.
He lived a clean life.
And he fought so disciplined. Yeah. He fought so smart.
When you were fighting,
yeah, wow.
You
Alien
always stayed in
Among Us.
shape. You never
So
got
near the
too
end
far
of
off
his
away.
career, he was called the Alien.
Has shown us as much about boxing craft, as much about the small nuances of the sport, as much about an intellectual understanding of how to fight as any fighter we've ever seen. Bernard, congratulations to you.
At age 47, Hopkins took on Chad Dawson.
Is that why he's called the Alien? Because, man, he's so damn old and he's still competing in good shape.
Historical significance in the middleweight division.
'Cause damn.
No one would ever have dreamed that he could accomplish what he has accomplished at light heavyweight since moving up seemingly just situationally to fight Antonio Tarver here in Atlantic City 5 years ago.
Bernard, the executioner.
One begin. Hopkins has defied age for so long.
Yeah,
for
wow.
the first time, I'm really seeing his body as great condition as he keeps himself.
Yeah, it's crazy. It doesn't seem like Roy Jones. You can see that he kind of like lost something.
Finally losing his battle.
Hopkins, not so much.
Father Time.
Still good shape.
Dreadful action that has taken place here so far, but at the end of the day, it's either a W or an L on the record. That's what the two fighters are trying for.
I still can't believe he fought this long. He's beating Father Time. Oh, okay.
Most thought this loss would be the end of his historic
He keeps
career,
going.
but Hopkins would return.
That's
He gives away
crazy,
17
dude.
years
Why?
in age. That's
Why?
Cloud Young.
Another chapter in the saga of boxing's ageless warrior. From Philadelphia,
Ageless warrior,
Pennsylvania,
man. The Alien.
The two-division, six-time champion of the world, Bernard, the executioner.
You're like training for most of your life.
Has
The Undertaker.
Bernard Hopkins tempted fate one too many times.
But I have still yet to see. I don't know if Boer Film's just not showing him getting knocked out or knocked down. But
At age 48, the executioner would attempt to become the oldest champion.
Yo,
in
like he
boxing
still
history.
got it.
Bernard
often does his best offense off of the other guy's sloppy offense, countering.
Eliminating Cloud's offense.
Angles, angles, angles. Hopkins has them.
What a
with a
miss.
never-ending series of counter punches.
Yeah.
Hopkins is able
Is
to
he a defensive boxer?
This is the right, but
Like
lands
more
a half hook,
defensive
half
than
uppercut,
aggressive?
Which looks like open the cut.
Or offensive?
Cloud now threatened by a bad cut on his left eyelid.
Because he really uses the ropes really well. And he's really stepping around the ring really nice.
Hopkins is haunting him. Shown on the graphic between rounds, showing that Hopkins in the last
It must be
3
tough
rounds
to be a ref.
has a 60 to 42
Like if you don't stop at the right time or you stop too soon, now you can get like
in the Barclays Center.
booed. Change fights, man.
Crowd knows what it means.
IBF light heavyweight champion of the world, Bernard. The
That's
executioner.
crazy. That's right. That's
Winning by
right.
unanimous decision.
He's a
Hopkins
warrior.
had done it.
To become the oldest boxer to
Okay,
win
so
a
he is
major
the
title.
oldest.
At age 49, already the oldest man to ever capture a title, the Alien, Bernard Hopkins, set out to unify the lightweight titles.
All right, fans,
He's
here we go.
he
It's
keeps
history
going?
At the Capitol.
Come
the
on.
Main event of the evening. Please welcome
That's
the
perseverance.
WBA and IBA light heavyweight champion of the world, Babe Schumann. In the history books.
6 losses, 2 draws. Hey, that's still a pretty impressive record, especially for a 49-year-old.
Champion of the world and the current IBF light heavyweight champion of the world, Bernard, the Alien Hopkins.
In his career, has shown us as
Why
much
does that look
about
like a
boxing
UFC
craft,
fight?
as much about
Like
the
on the
small
billboard kind of
nuances
thing,
of the sport,
or on the
as
arena.
much about
It looked
an
like a UFC
intellectual
fight.
understanding of how to fight as any fighter we've ever seen.
He folded him like a chair.
One last dance with history for the ageless one, the Alien, Bernard Hopkins.
He is now the unified light heavyweight champion of the world, Bernard.
Yo, that was a hit and a half. Yo, this alien is definitely not from planet Earth. Outer space, homies. Outer space. It feels good to be back. Man, I miss watching these videos and getting hyped with everybody, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not gonna talk too much. It's a pretty long video itself, but I'm back and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and you know how we end these videos. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers for now.